Hi everybody, this is Jean-Charles Compagnon with the KiOui apps, and today I want to show you new features that we've implemented within Markdown. So Markdown is going from version 1.2. You can see our version down here. It has not been updated yet because it's still in final beta as I'm doing this video. But it will change to 1.3, and by the way, you can always click on this to see what we have changed over the time with our application here. So let's get started. Let's go back to the home of this application and let me show you a few things that I've changed. First, we've renamed some of the menu from sales to Markdown. And the reason is that it was getting confusing from some users as to what a sale was. Was it a sale of an item? Was it putting an item on sale? It was a little confusing. So Markdown is when an item is being put on sale. And a sale, so this is now called a Markdown, and a sale is actually when you sell something. So one of the things that we've added in this version is the status tab right here. You can see the status of your Markdown. Now, this is not the Markdown status here. It's a little redundant, but what it does is it displays to you, if I click on it, some logs as to what happened with what sale at what time. This is like your view of our logs. So let's say, for example, that I have this Flexies sale, and I want to see what happened. I can paste the name or copy it up here. Flexies, and apply filter so that it just displays that sale. And I can see that every hour we're trying to add some items to it, but there's no item to be added, no item to be added, no item to be added. But here now at 7:43, or one item got released, probably because it was in a previous sale and now became available after eBay released it. And so we added this item ID to this sale. Now, an hour or a little bit later, at 8:04, this sale was ended and a new one was scheduled. And then no items were able to be added, and so on and so forth. Maybe if I can click on another one to try to get you, let's just look for black wig. Black wig. So this one had nothing to be added throughout the sale. So we had a sale that ran, that was created, but nothing matched our criteria, and so it was not added. If there is a major problem, let's go to the last page, maybe when I was doing some testing that I can show you some of the things that went wrong. Oops, let's see, last page, and let's go previous again. So this is a little long, of course. This is logs, you know. This is for you to try to figure out what happened if something happened, or you know, why were some of the items not added right away, why was it delayed, and things like that. So I'm not going to go further behind to this log, but this is important for you to try to see what we're trying to do within the system. So basically for this sale here for Auburn Wig at 7:12:26, we looked at the sale and we looked to see if there were any items that needed to be added, and none needed to be added, so we didn't do anything. But you can see that we're checking, you know, each sale at an hour interval, and when some needs to be added, then we add it here so that you can track it. So now let's go to Markdowns, and let me show you one of the features that we've added. I'm calling this the test flash 1 hour. Basically, within eBay, you are limited to having a sale of 1 hour minimum. Your sale has to be what am I saying? Not 1 hour, 1 day. Your sale on eBay, when you create a Markdown, it has to be at least 1 hour. So what we've done with this version is we've implemented this field here, which basically means that we are going to hold your item. We're not going to add them to the sale every hour up until this time. So if you look at it, I have a one-day sale that is ending at 3:26 p.m. on the 8th, and I'm not going to add items until 2:26 p.m. So I'm effectively running a 1-hour sale with this option. So you could be running a 2-hour sale or just a 3-hour sale, running a sale just between, maybe 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. And the nice thing is that the sale is going to end on, let's see, at 3:26 p.m. Therefore, when you look at the sale within eBay, it just says, hey, sales end in 3 hours. So the item just went on sale, but it just ends almost right away. So it creates a sense of urgency. And that way, you can maybe create, weekly or monthly 1-hour or 2-hour, 70% flash sale that, everybody's going to see and hopefully boost your sales. Now, let's look about the last addition for this version of Markdown 1.3. When you go to the Markdown here, we've realized that this view here is advanced. It's more for people that know what they're doing, what they've been doing for a long time. It's more of let's just call it the Pro view or the Advanced view. So what we've done is we've created a Markdown Wizard here. So if you click on this tab, you're being taken to this little wizard. You can create a new Markdown if you want, or you can edit, some of the ones that you've created. So let's just create a new one for now to show you how the process goes. So I'm going to click Start. And I can select if this is going to be a one-time sale or a recurring sale, or recurring Markdown. I got to get used to say Markdown. This recurring Markdown is a Markdown that keeps duplicating itself and that comes back. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to click Next. My sale, I'm going to call it, actually, let me cancel that. One of the nice things in our system is that when you create a Markdown and you stop, it stays where you were in it. However, if you change and create another sale, then it erases it. So by clicking Cancel, I just erased the whole thing so that I can show you what it looks like. So name of the sale, we're going to name the sale, let's see, Black Wigs. So we're going to put Black Wigs on sales. And the date is fine. It basically makes it a 1 day. Starts at 10 a.m. this morning, which is in 2 hours. I'm going to make that end at 4 p.m. and start at 4 p.m. And I do not need to terminate this Markdown at a different time. Basically, this option here, if you click Yes, will allow you to have a sale that repeats. So let's say the sale is going to repeat every day, but on March 18th, I just want it to go away. I just don't want to repeat past March 18th. So that's what I would do. So I'm not going to use this option. And I'm going to click Next. And, oh, oops, I didn't fill up the value for the percentage. The percentage has to be between 5 and 75%. And you can do a dollar discount if you prefer. But let's see, I'm going to put it at 10% to start. My sale is going to repeat not every day, but I'm going to make it repeat every 2 days. We tend to recommend that because once an item, so it's a 1-day sale that repeats every 2 days. Once an item has gone off of a sale, eBay has to take some time to unmark those items as being on sale and put them back into the regular price. And that can take a little bit of time. I'm going to leave the price and free shipping, price discount and free shipping for my sale. And when my sale is going to repeat, I'm going to want it to find a random percentage between 5 and 15%. So effectively, it's a 10% sale, but sometimes it's going to be 15, sometimes it's going to be 5, sometimes it's going to be 8. It creates dynamicity. And I'm going to click Next. Now, here is where we look at the items that we need or sell to find. So I'm gonna want to go to my star category and use just wigs that are in the color black. Let's see, I do not want to filter by ID. I want to filter, and I do not want to have items that sold in the last day go on sale. So it needs to have last time it sold, so it needs to be more than 1 day so that it has not sold within the last day. Let's make that 2. So it needs to have had no sale to go on Markdown. I don't want to deal with watchers here. Quantity, no. Quantity sold. Filter how old the item is. No, I'm just going to put all of my items like that. You can see that if you select an options, well, actually, let's say that the item has to be over 60 days. So it's not over and equal. It has to be at least 60 days. And here we get to this recap view that tells you that it's going to be, that's the name, 10% is going to be apply. It's going to repeat every 2 days. So the next one, you can see that it's going to be start on the 7th and repeat on the 9th. It's going to be price and free shipping. The next discount will be random between 5 and 15%. The category is going to be this one, which is my store category of black. It has to be at least the last time an item was sold was more than 2 days ago. And items are older than 60 days. And they have to respect eBay's limitation, of course, which is an item has to wait before being on sale. You have a limited number of items that can go on sale depending on your store level. And when I'm ready to do it, right now my sale has not been created. It does not exist. When I click next here, it has been created. If I go to Markdown here, you can now see that I have this black wig sale that will start. And I can come here and edit it as a more advanced view, but you can see that it has filled up most of the information for me to help me create this view that was a little bit, there you go, 100%. To create this that was a little bit more cryptic at first. So I'm going to go back to my Markdown. And again, this is in Create, Edit, a Markdown. Now, the exact same way, if I want to change something and I don't really understand what the options are, I can go to my Xbox Live 12 month, for example, and start. It's still a recurring. I don't want to change that. Right now, it's at 7%. But I want it to now repeat not every day, but every 2 days. So there you go. I changed it. It's not active. Again, it's not active at all on my Markdown. But from this view, if I'm happy with it, if I click next, now it is active and it got changed. If I go here and show you, now it got changed to 2 days here. So that's it for today. We hope that this will help some of you use our application in a more friendly manner, make it more simpler for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to post them under the support tab. We have how-to videos in our support forum. Feel free to use those. Don't feel free to use the unsubscribe. Don't unsubscribe. No, you're free to unsubscribe. And if you don't like our app, or even if you like our app, we would appreciate a positive review to support our application. So that's it for today. Signing out. Feel free to send us some questions. Thanks.